Ainz a name that strikes fear into the hearts of millions. Imagine a leader so potent that his mere existence freezes the world in its tracks. A fusion of king, god, and monster, embodying unparalleled strength, unfathomable wisdom, and an aura of invincibility. Ainz is the ruler of the Sorcerer Kingdom, a force to be reckoned with. Before stepping into the shoes of a god, Ainz was just an ordinary guy named Suzuki Satoru, a regular guy who loved gaming, anime. But fate had other plans for him. During a fateful session of his favorite game, Suzuki found himself inexplicably trapped inside the game world, assuming the form of his in-game avatar Ainz. But this wasn't a glitch. It was a ticket to a whole new life. As Ainz adjusted to his new surroundings, he quickly realized that this world wasn't just a virtual playground. It had real stakes, real danger, and real people. The transition from gamer to game master wasn't easy. Ainz had to learn to navigate the intricacies of ruling a kingdom, managing its affairs, and defending its people. But with the backing of Nazarick, a fortress brimming with powerful NPCs, and a storehouse of magical treasures, Ainz began to flourish. However, the path to becoming a legendary ruler wasn't paved with ease. Along the way, he faced challenges that tested not only his strength, but also his morals, forcing him to make tough decisions that shaped the very destiny of the Sorcerer Kingdom. But now let's take a closer look at what makes Ainz such an intriguing character, starting with his reputation as a formidable fighter. Ainz isn't just a ruler. He's a powerhouse. His fighting prowess is legendary. In fact, many consider him virtually invincible. Why? Because his abilities are vast, ranging from manipulating the flow of magic to commanding undead legions. Plus, he has spells that can decimate entire armies from afar. That's right. This guy can wipe out an enemy's forces without breaking a sweat. And those who try to harm him often find themselves frozen in their tracks, literally turned to ice. And it's not just about physical strength. It's also about mental fortitude. Ainz is known for his sharp intellect and strategic thinking. In a world where magic reigns supreme, he stands out as a master strategist, capable of outmaneuvering even the most cunning opponents. But let's talk about something that sets him apart from the rest. His supreme being status. What does it mean? Well, basically it means he's pretty much at the top of the food chain. Those who have encountered Ainz often describe him as a supreme being, a near impenetrable entity that inspires both reverence and terror. He's considered a god in the eyes of many, which gives him an almost mythical aura that adds to his allure. Now let's discuss what fuels this enigmatic character. What motivates him to rule the Sorcerer Kingdom? At first glance, Ainz might seem like a ruthless dictator driven purely by the lust for power. But things aren't always what they seem. While he certainly enjoys the respect and obedience of his subjects, his motivations run deeper than that. Ainz is a complex character. Sure, he wields tremendous power and relishes the respect it brings. But his core desire is to understand the world around him. As a gamer at heart, he sees ruling the Sorcerer Kingdom as a grand adventure, a game to be explored and mastered. This perspective shapes his every move, turning each challenge into a puzzle to be solved, and every decision into a strategic move. But it's not all about the game. Beneath that gamer mindset lies a genuine desire to protect his people. Ainz cares deeply for the Sorcerer Kingdom and its inhabitants, and he rules with their welfare in mind, even if his methods sometimes leave a lot to be desired. And let's face it, Ainz isn't perfect. He has his quirks, his habits that make him undeniably human despite his godlike status. He loves snacks, especially the classic Pocky, and he's got a soft spot for cute girls, too. These seemingly mundane interests make him more relatable, reminding us that even the most powerful rulers are just people after all. Next, let's talk about how Ainz wields his power. Is he a benevolent king, or a tyrannical despot? The answer, as with many things related to Ainz, is complex. On one hand, he's undoubtedly a powerful and respected ruler. He keeps order in the Sorcerer Kingdom and protects his people from external threats. He also shows surprising leniency towards those who oppose him, often giving them chances to redeem themselves instead of resorting to outright brutality. On the other hand, Ainz can be incredibly ruthless and unforgiving, especially when it comes to those who betray him or defy his authority. He's not above using underhanded tactics to achieve his goals, and he's willing to sacrifice anyone, friend or foe, if it means securing his position. So is he a good guy or a bad guy? The truth is, he's more like a chaotic neutral. He doesn't operate on absolutes. Instead, he makes decisions based on whatever seems advantageous in the moment, regardless of whether it aligns with conventional notions of good or evil. What drives Ainz's approach to power is his desire to explore, to understand the world around him, and to experience all that it has to offer. For him, power isn't just about control or domination, it's about knowledge. He seeks to understand the full spectrum of power, embracing both its light and dark aspects to gain a deeper understanding of the world he finds himself in. To truly grasp Ainz's character, we must delve into his relationships. How does he treat those around him? From the imposing Skull Reaper to the charming Blue Rose, Ainz's interactions with others are a study in contrasts. He's simultaneously feared and respected by his peers, demonstrating a magnetic charisma that draws people to him while simultaneously keeping them at a respectful distance. It's a fascinating paradox that highlights the complexity of his character. Take his interactions with Aura and Mare, two young guardians who become enamored with him. His mentorship of these characters reveals a softer side of Ainz, showcasing his ability to guide and inspire those under his charge. However, when confronted with betrayal or disrespect, he can be swift and merciless in his retribution. Such was the case with Evil Eye, a warrior who challenged him and paid the price when he turned against her. Ainz's relationships are not merely defined by power dynamics. They're a tapestry woven with threads of respect, fear, and even affection. So what makes Ainz Ul Gaon such an exciting character? What is it about this ruler that captivates our imagination and compels us to cheer him on? Well, Ainz embodies the spirit of adventure and exploration. In a world teeming with magic, monsters, and political intrigue, he approaches everything with the mindset of a gamer, always eager to explore new possibilities and conquer new challenges. This zest for life is contagious, drawing us into his adventures and making us feel like part of the Sorcerer Kingdom. Additionally, Ainz represents the triumph of intelligence and strategy over brute force. In a world where might often makes right, he shows that brains can be just as powerful, if not more so. Watching him navigate the complexities of the political landscape and outmaneuver his opponents is a constant delight. Furthermore, Ainz challenges our perceptions of good and evil. He operates in shades of gray, making decisions based on what he believes is best for him and his kingdom, regardless of whether those decisions align with conventional morality. This complexity makes him a fascinating character to explore and root for, even when his methods are questionable. In conclusion, Ainz Ul Gaon is more than just a powerful ruler. He's a force of nature, a whirlwind of magic and mayhem, who leaves a trail of awestruck onlookers in his wake. His journey from an ordinary gamer to an enigmatic supreme being is nothing short of epic. While he may not always tread the path of righteousness, his infectious enthusiasm for life, his strategic brilliance, and his willingness to challenge conventional notions of good and evil make him a character we couldn't help but admire and support. So here's to Ainz Ul Gaon, the man, the myth, the legend, who reminds us that in a world of magic and monsters, the most powerful weapon of all is the indomitable spirit of adventure. So tell us, what do you think? Do you agree with our analysis of Ainz Ul Gaon? Do you see him as an inspiring leader or an intimidating overlord? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, Don't forget to like and share this video with fellow fans of over. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of Ainz. Until next time, stay adventurous, stay curious, and remember, true power lies not just in magic or might, but in the courage to explore the unknown.